Yeah, I think there is in the long line. So, yeah, the family, Meredith family in Australia are all generation of farmers. But before that, they came from Shrewsbury, which is very close to Wales. It's on that side of England. So I know that really far down the line, yeah, it is well. They tried to when I was 17. Yeah. Yeah, my dad was a good squash player. He was #1 in Australia for years, and he also was world ranked #5. I think at one point he got up to #3, but I think there was a long period where he was #5. He could never beat the world #1 though. I wanted to play when I was young, and he thought that the sport of squash was going more downhill at that point. So he wanted me to play tennis or soccer, football, and you know I took more to football. It was brilliant. It was really good. I loved playing at Derby. It was a great club, big club, and that was the year I was professional. Was the year that they went for the Premiership, and so unfortunately for me, I had no experience in men's football, so I ended up being released. But it was great that whole process where learning the trade of football at Derby County's academy, then signing professional there, and having that experience of seeing a team get to the Premiership was great. I think I played my best football in my last season at Bradford under Stuart McCall, and probably my first season at Millwall. I think I had 8. I've had a lot. Yeah, I had 3 when I was with York, 2 when I was with Bradford. 4 when I was with York. Maybe 7. Yeah, but there was a good few. I need to go add them up. Yeah, Wembley's a great experience. It's a brilliant experience, like sort of no other. You know, and all young English kids dream about. That's what they want to do when they grow up. You know, work their way to Wembley and have a final at Wembley. So it was great every time. No, I thought the pitch is brilliant. It's quite a big pitch, but the occasion for an unexperienced player, it could probably get to them. So I always had great times. You know, I probably won 3 and lost 3 or 4. You know, so no, I had a great time. At that point, I was playing League One and I was playing well with Bradford City under Phil Parkinson, and the team were close to promotion. And yeah, that really came out the blue. At that point, I wasn't expecting a call up. You know, Ange Postecoglou called me up for one of his camps, and I didn't play. Jason Davidson was in front of me, but then the next camp I played both games. So that was great. That was brilliant. You know, yeah. I mean, it was a shame I didn't play. Aziz Beige, you know, did well. He impressed Bert van Marwijk, and he got the spot. But it was great experience, and I really loved it. You know, I wish I'd been given an opportunity because I would have loved to play in that sort of a stage. It's a bit strange because when you're in the training camps and at the hotels, you know, everything's great. You get the treatment is first class, and you train very hard, and you stick within that sort of. You know, you don't see much of the media, much of the TV, and the exposure. So you're in like your own little box. You only talk to your friends and family. But then when it's game day, you see like the crowd, and it's, you know, you realise like how big the occasion is at the World Cup. You know, and how much support, and it was fantastic when we played France, and it was just such a great experience. That part of my life was fairly tough. It was making the decision on what I wanted to do and how I wanted to finish my career, the direction I wanted to go in. So that was a very tough decision for me, especially after being in England for so long. But you know, I felt it was. The opportunity came up to come here, and you know, I'm really glad I did because it's great here. But my first impressions were that it's very professional, and the details that the coaching staff go into, you know, Foxy and Tony Popovich are just excellent tacticians, and they want everything to be, you know, you to be a complete athlete. They want your skin folds low. They want the details they go in for. you as a player on the pitch and off the pitch is second to none. I found quickly that the Australians are athletes, they're pure athletes. And one of probably the hardest things to contend with is probably the heat. That's probably the big difference. Because I think you use more of your aerobic system as opposed to your anaerobic system in Europe. So you're using sort of different energies. But you know, I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the A-League and how it's all set up, and the players are great. There's a really good team spirit here, and it's great to be part of a winning team, which we have been doing recently. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it'll probably be tough on the body and the mind because of the travelling. So, but we've got experienced players and experienced squad. We should definitely be able to cope, and not only cope but really prosper. I'm just looking forward to, you know, playing against that sort of level of competition in Asia. Off the pitch is probably the easiest, because Perth's a beautiful place to live, and you've got the beach life, which is fantastic. I spent a lot of time with Ivan and Gregory. Spent some time with Neil as well, Neil Kilkenny. So no, everyone's great. It's a good place to be, and the team are great. Of course, yeah, of course. I mean, I watched. You get good coverage of A-League in England on BT Sport. So when in the mornings I'd watch a lot of games. And I knew that Tony Popovich was at Perth, and they had a successful season. But I usually would follow the Melbourne teams, being from Melbourne. So last season was really good to see Perth do so well, and I'm sure it was great for Perth as well. And you know, yeah, I really like HBF Park. It's a good stadium, and the fans come out. Well, especially now that we've won a few on the bounce, it seems like now they're like, the fans are starting to build up. So I really hope we can start to fill the stadium, because that would be, the atmosphere would be great. Yeah, I mean, my dream was to play for South Melbourne. So the career I've had, I'm very happy and proud of, and I'm really happy to have come here, and this be my first, step back to the A-League. It's brilliant. Yeah, I'm really happy to work there.